Hello, everyone. Welcome to Motivate Me Monday. Today, I wanted to talk to you about your frequency or your vibration or your mindset. To me, all of those things mean exactly the same thing. It really means about where you're living your life at right now. Are you in a charged up and energized state of being, or are you feeling depressed and the weight of the world on you and having just a really hard time? I remember when I was in my depression, the best way I could describe feeling was like I had center blocks on my hands and my feet, and I was literally just dragging myself forward, pulling, as hard as I could to get my center blocks to move ahead with me, to keep going with me. I was so bogged down. And gosh, today I feel so energized and so incredible and just fully charged. And really, I mean, the only thing I can say the reason is because I've changed my mindset. I've raised my vibration. I have completely got in tune with the frequency in which I feel like my higher power is calling me to be. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today is how are you feeling? How are you feeling down to the core? And are you needing to get plugged in or energized? Because that's what God can do for us. That's what having a God and a higher power in our lives can do for us. And so I wanted to tell you the story about something that happened over the weekend to a very dear friend of mine. And she had gotten a letter and a phone call that morning about the dog patrol coming back to um, take her to court over her dogs over some incident. But this was like the patrol person, and like he just like really seems to have, I mean, there's no better way to see it, but he really seems to have this thing for her. He really wants to. So this has been going on for her over the past 6 months. But so he finally knocked on her door this weekend and told her he was suing her. And man, it just really, gosh, it just really upset her. It was just one of those things, I can't take this anymore. And that just set in for her. And that is the natural instincts for most of us, right? We set into going back into, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this. And I remember when I was feeling so depressed and I couldn't take it anymore. And, it was hard to get myself, digging myself out of that. And like I said, I was pulling center blocks and felt like maybe an entire house I was pulling behind me. But that's what it feels like, and we revert back to that so quickly. The thing about having frequencies and mindsets is that it reminds us. And for me, I talked to this person about how, don't let this situation pull you back into that. Because remember, your higher power, he's here to give you your desires. That's what I've learned. And that's why I'm so charged, because like now that I know what I want and I'm going after them, even though I was afraid of it, I didn't know how much I wanted it and how awesome it would be. And so having faith led me to that, and so I reminded her how going back into faith and reminding you that, situations are going to come up and you have to remember your humanness, that we don't have to sink back into that, revert back into that old status of, we have to fight it with faith in that higher power. And when I reminded her of all of this, she started to settle down. And so I told her I wanted to pray for this animal patrol person and her and the whole situation. And so I asked her if she knows what his name is. And so she said his name was Jesus. So basically, I told her that Jesus was literally knocking on your door saying, remember, have faith that I can do anything. I can make this go away. If you just have faith and trust, there's no reason to be upset right now. You can lift this problem up to me. And I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I know she felt better by the end of that. And I know I felt better. And I know that God will, if we can turn that, oh my God, woe is me, into, or that horrible feeling of why is this happening to me again, into trusting and believing that He will make things right. That's when we start shifting that frequency and that vibration. and that mindset, when we don't have to go back there anymore and we all can stand firm in that faith, that is the energy. That's how you feel plugged in, and that's how you get connected. And to me, that is frequency, that is vibration, that is believing in a God that sent his son to save us. That is the only way we can be saved. So, how quickly can you return to faith? How quickly can you take a breath and say, God, I know that you've got this situation. I know that you have it. I know that you will make good out of it. And whatever happens, I know that I will learn from it and it will be okay on the other side. So that's the way to go at our problems. And that will incredibly change your frequency and your vibration and your mindset. So until next time, keep practicing peace in your life